you move, make me blind. You will always be there. There's no doubt in my mind. You will always be there. Heading out to see ya and leave the rest behind. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me. You will always be the one who knows me. You will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be the. Yeah, I know, you will always be, come on, let me closer to your heart. I'm waiting here for you. Yeah, yeah, I know, you will always be the. You're the one that I need. Yeah, you make me feel like there's no end.
I was doing a little bit of meal prep and I thought I would share it with you guys. Now, I had every intention of having this as meal prep for the next couple days. And what you don't know, I'm going to tell you, was this was kind of heaping full. So that could happen. But, you know, one problem with meal prep is if you're waiting for other things to be done, be careful about, you know, picking at it and then eating it. Look, it turned into my dinner tonight and that's fine. But that's what happened. So I did a blend here of sweet potatoes. Still have my running shoes over there. Sweet potatoes and regular like gold potatoes. And I just did salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder and put them in the air fryer for like 20 minutes or so. Just shaking them like every 5 minutes or so. And at 350, call it good. They're super, super good. Normally, you guys know I like the chili lime seasoning on here, but I just thought I would change it up. It's still good. And I did a tofu scramble. I swear, guys, I do this every single week, pretty much without fail, and it doesn't get old to me, at least right now. It's so, so good and very simple and very versatile too. So it's a way to pair it up with like for breakfast and stuff, but then you can do a little twist to it, add some beans, whatever. It kind of just, to me, goes with everything, and it's very, very good for you, and I highly recommend it. But with that, I actually did go ahead and make some fresh black beans. You might see the steam coming up still. I just did them in the Instant Pot over here. If you want just a super, super quick, delicious black bean Instant Pot recipe, 2 cups dried black beans, 3 cups of water, 1 bay leaf, a little bit of garlic powder, and 1 garlic clove. 35 minutes high pressure, and then let it sit for 25 minutes after to naturally release perfect beans. Not overly watery either. Nothing wrong with like having them be really super soupy and liquidy. But if you're looking to kind of mimic more of like a canned black bean that you would normally rinse, then that would be, I think, a really good measurement for you to follow, and you'll be happy with the outcome. But it'll taste so much better. It's so, so good. I really, really recommend making your own beans. I know so many of you have told me, Kim, why don't you make them yourself, like years ago? And to that I say I was wrong, and I will not go back from that now. I love it. Anyway, so I made this over here for Nate to take tomorrow. He has a super early shift tomorrow, so he won't eat before he leaves for work, but he'll probably take a break at 8 or 9 a.m. for some kind of meal, his first meal of the day. So this will be perfect for that. So we got the scramble of the potatoes and some of the beans, and he can take some like hot sauce or ketchup. By the way, that truffle ketchup from Trader Joe's that's new, he likes that a lot. It's really good, he said. And I also did some quinoa here, just really quick. 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of liquid. Bring it to a boil and then put the lid on it, drop it down to a simmer, and let it go for like 15 minutes. You've got quinoa prepped. Very easy. And then this will be for his lunch tomorrow as well, just a prepped salad. This is just a little bit of quinoa here from that. And then sunflower seeds over greens, cucumber, a little bit of the fried onions, olives, hemp seeds, and the rest of my avocado from this morning. We've been eating so many avocados, but I mean, they're delicious, you know? But anyway, that's kind of been what we've been doing this week so far, and it's been working out really well. It's funny because Nate had like his whole month of, travel, and as great as it was to be able to just kind of eat what you want and try new things and share that with you guys, of course, at the end of the day too, you want to kind of get back on track to eating a little bit more healthfully. So he's actually really been doing well and really enjoying like just fresh food again too. As much as the food was good before, it's good to kind of go back to the basics sometimes, So thought I would share that with you guys too. So forgive my mess. I've just been kind of playing around in the kitchen. I thought I would also show you guys, if you follow me over on Instagram, be sure that you do if you don't already. But I actually picked this up. I gotta show that to you guys actually. I realized I haven't done that on the vlog. But anyway, Monday we went to Costco just to get a few things, and this was, one of them that was needed. No, I saw it and I bought it, But I wanted to share this with you because I have been showing it on Instagram pretty much every day of like what I'm putting in it for the day, and every day it's something different. But I'm telling you, my friends, I probably fill it a little less than halfway because this thing is massive. Just to kind of put it in perspective, like it's huge. It's massive, which is great, of course, for like a party. But my thought was, and it comes with the stand too, that you could, like, if we did this every day, even if it's only half full, between all three of us, and even mostly myself when Nate's gone, that would be a really good way to stay hydrated if you get through it all. And every day since, and today's Wednesday, we've been doing just that. And I've been peeing all day long, but it's good. And so today's blend is pineapple, cucumber, and lemon. I've done watermelon. I've done the mint in it, which I got at Vaughn's the other day, you guys saw. And I realized I bought the one that like needs to be planted. And I'm like, let's plant some mint. So I did that. Mint's really, really good in the water, especially with cucumber and lemon. That's a really great blend. Actually, a few of you recommended to me, and I will definitely say it is delicious. And then I wanted to give you an update since we're looking at it. This soap is new from Trader Joe's. It's their fresh citrus hand wash. I like it because it's big. It's a good value, right? I'm going to assume there truly is fresh. Yeah, there is citrus lemon peel extract in that. Yes, there is. My only gripe with it is if you have any little cuts on your fingers, ouch, you'll feel it like immediately with it. So that's kind of I find my new cuts every day. Anyway, I just thought I would tell you guys that since it's a new item. But yeah, I got 600 Pound Life going on in the background there. A new one tonight, in fact. And have that. Yeah. So I think that's all I have to report. Oh, wait, just kidding. I did also get from Costco some more Beyond Burgers. That's why we went there too. And what else? Oh, I got my refill of the Ritual Essentials for Women, the multivitamin I'm taking. I just love this, you guys. I really, really do. I'm almost out of my other one here, so I wanted to make sure I had this as backup ready to go. I really, really like it. I have it linked below if you are interested in a great multivitamin. I've mentioned it many times in the last few weeks, but I am just loving it. And I know a lot of you are really happy with it too, who have received it. And they also, just to point out, because one of you told me that you actually got the prenatal, which is awesome, of course, but I didn't mention that. So this is just strictly for women, but they also have one for over the age of 40 or 50, I believe it is. And then they have a prenatal as well. So that's kind of cool. So whatever, suits you and your needs. But anyway, just thought I would share that with you too. Got that in the mail today. And I think that is it. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get this put away, but I thought I would share with you guys. So I have a sweet tooth today. It's happening. It's going down. And I've been literally sitting in a chair doing nothing and debating like, where am I going to get myself a dessert? And I'm like, let's just do it ourselves. Let's control the ingredients somewhat, right? Anyway, I have this cookbook, which actually, truth be told, I'm cheating because I actually have this for sale on my Poshmark right now, but I'm using it. So anyway, but I saw that they had this, I want an oatmeal cookie. Now I say I want like a real one, like a good, gooey, yummy, sugary one, but I'm going to try not to make it so sugary, but I'm going to take this as an idea to start with. But I am changing it. But I'm going to kind of just go with the measurements of it, I suppose. And I'm going to definitely add chocolate chips. But if you guys want like a screenshot real quick, here you go, of this recipe, though. You're more than welcome. But I have the butter here. Let me show you my substitution ideas. Got the Earth Balance butter here for a half cup. That's simple. Granulated sugar. So basically you need a half a cup of granulated sugar and half a cup of dark brown sugar. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to go ahead and do this coconut sugar, but the truth is, this is actually a vanilla flavored one, which I thought would be even better. The thing is, though, is I love coconut sugar, but it's not very sweet. It's really not. So is it the best, like, true sugar substitute? Meh, it depends, I guess, on, like, what you are really going for. I don't know. It may not really pull through the sweetness enough. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to that, though, and I'm going to add some agave into it, or, like, some syrup. I have this, so I'm going to use that, but to give you some ideas. And I'm hoping that that will offset it. Plus, I am adding some chocolate chips, so that should help. Plus, I like things that, like, aren't overly sweet anyway. But I said, your girl is craving a real cookie. Anyway, then it says here, 1 large egg beaten. What I'm going to use instead is this flaxseed meal. This is a great egg alternative. Very, very affordable at Trader Joe's, too. If you just need to have that in your pantry for your egg alternative, there you go. But some other ones for you is applesauce is a great one. And then, of course, they even make the true, like, Bob's Red Mills has a brand of it, of, like, their egg replacer, too. But those are some other alternatives. And then we got the vanilla extract here. Have that. Then here it says all-purpose plain flour. I do have that, but I also have this rye flour. And I'm going to try this out instead. I've actually never used it before. And we'll see. Since it doesn't call for all that much, I think it'll be okay. And then some baking soda, which I do have here. And then cinnamon and nutmeg, have both of those. And then some salt too. And then the old-fashioned rolled oats, have that. And then I'm going to add, and it even says here, chopped walnuts. I'm going to do the Crazy Go Nuts. By the way, today, if you are watching this vlog, is like the last day to enter. Go over to my Instagram, my friends, and enter into this giveaway. But even if you don't win, I highly, highly recommend these, you guys. They are so, so good. And you guys know, like, my favorite way to have these are baking. Like, I mean, they're good on their own. This has been open and already snacked on, but I love to add these into baking. They're just the best for that. They also have their nut butters too, which I love. These are awesome too. But yeah, I even have more back here, my friends. They're just so good. This is a buffalo one. I haven't tried that one yet. There's a chocolate espresso. There's peppermint. I love them. I have a 20% off coupon code. Please check them out. You will not be disappointed. But seriously, I love to add these into baking. Anyway, that is my plan. So on here, it says that basically for like the wet ingredients that you want to kind of actually like do it in a saucepan, which I guess is not like weird, but I've never really done that way. Like where you like melt the butter in a saucepan and then add like your sugars and stuff to that, like in a saucepan. I don't know, maybe I'm like weird, but I'm not the biggest baker anymore. I used to be back in the day, but I don't know. We'll see. We're going to give this a whirl. Basically do all your dry ingredients in one, bowl, and then have your wet ingredients in the other, and then you kind of just combine them all. Here's the downfall though, my friends. Once you do that, it says you have to let the dough chill for about an hour. That's fine. I can do that. I will live, but I want it now. But this makes quite a bit. It makes 3 dozen cookies, so that's cool. If I don't make them all today, then I'll save the dough, of course, and have it for another time. But man, that's the problem with baking. Like, I want it now. But let's see how this goes. We will see. I'll check in with you guys as we go, and hopefully this is not a bust with all these alternatives. If it's good, I got you a recipe. All right, so I will tell you that this looks straight up like molasses now, which I'm not mad at. This could be very, very good. But I mean, look at that, right? So all again, this is 1 stick of butter and a cup of the coconut sugar, just technically the vanilla one, but coconut sugar, and some vanilla extract. And then like, I didn't measure, I just kind of put maybe like 2 tablespoons of the agave nectar, and that's what I got. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. Oh man. Okay, anyway. And then this is the dry ingredients here. Again, went over it all with you, super simple. Chopped up some of those walnuts, and these are the banana flavored, figured why not. And then some of these mini chocolate chips as well. I think, so obviously now you just want to combine the two and then add these in. I think I'm going to wait just a little bit to do that and let this cool a little bit more before I do that, just because I don't want like these to like melt in there, you know? So I'm going to wait a little bit, then combine it, then stick it in the fridge, and we'll bake these in a little while. Anyway, just thought I'd show you this. So far though, smells incredible. That smells amazing.
Now you make me feel like I can run on water. I'm picking up the speed. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be there. Oh, oh, 'cause you will always be the one to hold me.
I think I outdid myself. I think it's happening. They're baking right now. They're about halfway done. I ate some of the dough. Number one reason for going vegan is you can eat the dough every time raw. Kidding, but I mean you can, but that's not the number one. But oh my gosh, you guys are so good. I just hope they bake well. I think they will. But I'm thinking, here's the thing. I said 3 dozen, right? I think I could get maybe 1 more dozen out of what I have left. Say that, but I always go heavy, so you know, anyway, it's all relative. But I think, because I think these are going to be a huge hit and maybe a new like must-have, but I don't want to eat all of them as much as I would like to eat all of them. So I think I might take them to like bake them all, you know, save maybe like 5 or 6 or 8, and then take the rest to Nate's work. Get him out of here. We'll see. It smells so good, you guys, so good. Maybe there's something to be said about like doing it on like in a saucepan with the sugars. Now I didn't bring it to like a boil or anything with the butter, don't burn it, but I just melted the butter, kept it on super low heat the whole time, and then added the sugar in. And at first it almost seemed like it was like not enough butter in it for all the sugar, but it's enough, it is. Just be patient and just kind of whisk it in there. That's good. But you know what I'm saying? Because normally you would use like a hand mixer to beat your wet ingredients, and you're not doing that with this, but oh, that's straight up molasses. I already tasted it too, just that mixture on its own. I mean, what's not to like? Butter and coconut sugar, I'm into it. But oh, so good. But it just smells so good right now, just cinnamon and oats, like a really good oatmeal. Oh, I'm happy. So I thought I could give you guys a little bit of an update. Hold on, let me turn this down. I don't think you can hear that, but just in case. But so I kind of want to say officially, but technically not quite officially, but in like 2 days from when you see this, we've officially, I'm just gonna say it, got our orders lifted of being sheltered in. That's what our town has been calling it, the sheltered in, where basically you don't go anywhere unless you absolutely have to, as far as like grocery stores, and you know, everything's been closed, and don't go and have parties and go to family and friends' houses and all that. It's been a while, right? It happened since March 17th, I believe, is when it began. Well, it's officially being lifted. Now, obviously, no matter where anyone's from, I think everyone's gonna have some kind of, you know, mixed emotions on this. I'm glad, personally, I am, but it's not to say that this means it's all a free-for-all, you know, of like, let's have a big bash. No, that's not it either. God, that smells good. But I'm glad to see that, like, you know, of course, for businesses and stuff to kind of get back into the swing of things. And so that's exciting, and kind of see how this new normal looks. I guess there's maybe like a little bit of nerves with that when you think about it. It's like, as much as we haven't been necessarily enjoying this, we're kind of, I think, semi all settled into it. And now we're changing it again where things are going to be opening, but we all know that it's going to be different. It's like, what's this new different that we're going to be faced with and have to be faced with, you know? It's one thing to like go and confront something and you know, face something head on that you choose to, but when they are just kind of making you, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just going to be interesting to see, like, because they're already talking about how restaurants are going to open back up, because we've just truly had the whole, like, delivery and takeout only, and you can't dine in. Well, now this is starting actually, and I say officially because it's supposed to be on technically the 26th, but we got word that I guess we're in phase 2.5 is what our state is going off of, these stages. So stage 2.5, we actually got word, they announced that like we're getting our shelter in lifted on the 26th, but then literally the day they announced that, like 2 hours later, we got the word that we're 2.5, which means technically it's like now. So that's why I say it's kind of weird to say officially, but it is anyway. But you know, like how that's going to work. We have 3 more minutes. But how that's going to work, you know, with like the new guidelines and stuff, and like, you know, all the big questions of like, how do you wear a mask to eat, you know? And I guess what they're doing as far as right now, it will be that you, when you're waiting for your table, you're required to wear one, at least in most places. And then when you are seated, you no longer have to. It's just gonna be weird, you know, when you're not used to that, and like going out to eat used to be a date night. It used to be just something that you go and do as a family without thinking about. Technically, it's like to get away from home and to, you know, have to worry about cooking and stuff. It's just, I feel like it's gonna come with its own stress in it, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just be, you know what, it is what it is. Time will tell. I don't know, you know? So we'll see, but I wanted to give you guys that update. Obviously, this is not necessarily the news for everyone, everywhere. And again, I had mentioned last week that I've heard LA, it could still be months away, which is just crazy to think about that. And the reality is we're only like 4 to 5 hours north of LA. We're not that far away. So it's just so crazy how each county can be so different, you know? But yeah, so that's an update there. So Nate's store, you guys know, again, that he works at Total Wine, and, you know, it's been a crazy, crazy month of him out of town for, you know, a good month. A couple weeks back, he got home and stuff, and they opened up here for curbside and delivery only. It's been going really well and everything, but they will open Tuesday officially too for, you know, in store again, with like the 6 feet guidelines and stuff, but we'll see. So yeah, it's gonna be different. 1 minute. Okay, I have to peek. Oh, oh boy. Okay, well, those look really, really good. We in trouble. They look like super, super chocolatey, but yes, I did add chocolate chips to them, but they're really not gonna be that chocolatey, but the dough looks like it because of that coconut sugar mixture made it look so dark. It smells so good. Please try these. Even if it's a fail out of here, just make it for the dough and then bake it, and then just to smell it. I mean, it's like your own home candle. They're gonna be delicious, I can tell you that. Yes. Anyway, I think tomorrow, so when you're seeing this, actually, most likely on Sunday, I am gonna go do groceries. I've been doing it on Saturday, but I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'll still be up Monday and everything. I'm thinking Trader Joe's. You kind of just can't go wrong with the Joe. Okay, here I go. You guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. That's not good because it's good. It's gonna be real bad for the pants. Okay, so I think it even said on there, then you transfer them to a rack and then let them like cool. A lot of times you want to let them just sit on the tray too, on the hot, you know, pan still, and they'll even cook up the rest of the way there, but honestly, they look like perfect. Oh my God. Okay, they're super gooey, like feeling still, which is totally normal with cookies. That's where it gets you. Sometimes you feel like you messed up or they need to go longer. No, just let them rest. Let them chill. Yeah, seriously, guys, I'm gonna have to take these to Nate. I can't be trusted here. He'll be like, no, you don't. No, you don't. They don't deserve it. Because he wants them here. Oh my gosh, Look at it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ooh, so you can keep it all together still. Yeah, they're good. Okay, I'm just transferring them to a rack here. Yeah, I just have them on here. Oh my gosh. Okay, and again, you can totally reuse parchment paper. I don't know if you knew that. Parchment paper is more expensive than wax paper, but it is also like reusable, whereas wax paper virtually is not. So, oh my goodness. My fridge is so bare right now, which is good. That means we ate it. But this is what I have left. That ain't 24, I'll tell you that. That's for sure. But maybe 12 more, maybe. So take a good sized ball and then squish it like that. Yeah. By the way, I'm just putting these on here. I did my first 10-mile run. I did it on Thursday. So I've been MIA since then because I'm pretty beat. No, I'm actually good right now, but oh my gosh, I did it. I did it nonstop. I've never done that before. Now, the Spartan races, like the Beast one, that's 13 miles on a damn mountain. That I technically did too, obviously, but like you don't run that whole thing because it's not possible, but it's a whole different thing. But yeah, I did just like on the road, 10 miles even. My goodness, something. I think though, with that said, I'm going to kind of step away from the running a little bit. Here's why. I just don't personally like working out at home. I just don't really like it. I like going to the gym. I like having that separation. And, okay, so I'm going to put these back in. That's all you get. So you get 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But starting tomorrow, essentially, it's going to get hot, like hot. And I'm hoping with the things starting to open back up, our gym will be one of them that will open up here shortly. But yeah, it's supposed to be 108 on Thursday and Wednesday, and then 104, 102. Like, I mean, it's hot, and I'd have to get up so early, like 5 a.m. for the sake of just running. Plus, I'm finding now that like I'm good. It's keeping me active. That's great. But I haven't really lifted or done like push-ups and those kinds of workout things that I can do at home, as much as I don't like to do it at home. I haven't done it. And I feel like I've, maintained my weight, which is good, but I'm feeling very flabby now. I do. I just feel that way. And so I think it's just my body telling me, great, you did that. That's awesome. Now it's time to shift again. So I'm gonna play with that and see how that goes too. I mean, not to say I won't run at all, but I'm just kind of, playing with the weather really, because man, okay, I am ready, my friends. Oh my God. Okay, are we? Oh. It's like chewy goodness with a slight crisp on the. That's what I wanted. There it is. Oh my gosh. It kind of tastes like molasses. Like, you know what? They're not super sweet, but they are so good. So honestly, if you don't have, oh my goodness, if you don't have the biggest sweet tooth, this is a good cookie for you. But it still has some. Like, it's doing it for me. Yeah, I gotta get these out of here. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Do you see that? I mean, I'm gonna have another one, but here I am talking about being flabby. Anyway. I'll make a recipe for this. I'll link it below. Please do it. Please tag me on Instagram if you recreate it. That's good stuff. All right. Thought I'd check in, share this with you. I'm so glad it's not a bust. enjoy. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
You will always